Alright guys, here to talk about another drug, and that's going to be Cetacaine. And I will tell you that back before we had RSI, this drug in particular was a awesome drug because it allowed us to kill a gag reflex and still be able to intubate somebody where they were still conscious. So again, it was a kind of a brutal thing that we had to do, but again, you had a really bad congestive heart failure patient. Matter of fact, they usually knew. They'd be sitting there going, "Hey, you need to intubate me." So again, Cetacaine is it's also known as hurricane spray. Light has a mixture of things in it as well. You might see that as well. Again, it's used to control pain and the gag reflex when you're intubating a patient. You may see this up in anesthesia because, again, once they anesthetize the patient, they're going to spray that in the back of the throat to help reduce the gag reflex that's there. Okay, and again, it's a topical anesthetic. Okay, so it is meant to spray on, again, it's meant to be sprayed in the back of the throat. And matter of fact, your Cetacaine actually has a little J-shaped. When you spray it, you put it into the mouth and you just lift up a little bit, and it sprays into the area, and therefore it sprays the back of the throat. And again, it blocks nerve conduction. Again, it's similar to a lidocaine and novocaine thing in that regard, where it allows it to be metabolized, and then it eventually is excreted in the urine. And it usually will produce a anesthesia in about 30 seconds. And then it usually lasts for around 30 to 60 seconds. So, contrary to popular belief, guys, no, you can't spray this in somebody's throat and kill their gag reflex for you can do it for a very long time, but again, usually it wears off a whole lot earlier than 30 to 60 minutes of time. So again, we use it to produce anesthesia in the mucous membranes, and we don't spray this stuff in their eyes. It's going to really hurt if you try to do that. So keep it away from the eyes. Yes, we do have allergic reactions to this. You can actually get them. Usually they become cyanotic because they quit breathing, and that help, again, killing the gag reflex. It can cause some skin reddening, and it can cause some skin irritation. They would want to be itched, let's say if you accidentally got it sprayed on their mouth or their cheek or something of that nature. And then it can cause edema into the area. So it can cause a little bit of swelling. Again, guys, it's not suitable for injections. So don't inject this stuff. And one other thing, don't spray it on their skin to numb the area so that you can start an IV without it hurting. Not an approved way to use that. Good news is it doesn't mess with our drugs too much. It's usually about 2 seconds is how long you're going to spray for. Usually 1 second, you're done. That's it. You don't need to go for 5-10 seconds numbing the area. It doesn't work. And don't be applied to large areas because, again, it is going to inflame the tissue. So you don't want to do that. There's usually, the big can is 56 grams. That's usually good for a whole lot of sprays. You usually give 200 milligrams a second. So again, 1 jar of this stuff can last for literally weeks even when they intubate in a rapid a place where they do a lot of intubations. We don't use it on kids, so again, stay away from the kids. And again, do not spray for more than 2 seconds. A second will do you, I assure you. And by the way, guys, I will tell you that back in the day of intubating somebody that was conscious, this drug was literally indispensable. It was like, and you could intubate anybody because you'd go to lift, and again, you could sit there and watch their vocal cords go in and out, and they could be perfectly awake on you. So you can do that with the Cetacaine spray. Again, it's supposed to be given in an oral route or the enteral route. It goes into those tissues at the back of the throat. And usually, again, it kind of doesn't react per se with the fetus, so there's really no pregnancy safety involved with it. All right, that's it for Cetacaine. It's a really quick one. Again, no more than 1 second. You only need a second of this stuff to work. It will kill gag reflexes. All right, guys, we'll talk to you on the next one.